What's going on, gamer? So yeah, I saw the state of play today, right? I was over there stuck at GameStop because they were giving people priority to pre-order the damn Switch 2 extra ones they got in stock, and I'm sitting over here like, bro, we already have it pre-ordered. Let me get my ticket so I can get out of here, go do my video. All that had a stupid power outage earlier too, annoying stuff. But a huge day today, right? We had this, and we got the biggest console launch in gaming history launching. Gaming is just great. It's paradise. I'm loving it. So yeah, in here, let me just say something. This was better than February's state of play. But once again, Sony has canceled so many games, we don't see a whole bunch of first-party in-house gameplay. But we did see some money heading. So yeah, that's expected. And I know Nintendo's going to do that to them a lot too, because it's just like mirror, mirror karma, right? So just basically like looking at this here, we're going to talk about it. This is just stuff playing in the background. Um, Now here's what I have to say. Like, okay, so going over to the forum post, Sony has a new arcade stick for their new fighting game. We obviously know that mixes in with Marvel, but just going down and looking at some of these games. Okay, one, people are disappointed because Resident Evil 9 didn't show, but I was like, that's going to be for all platforms anyway, so it doesn't matter. You had Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's talk about that. I am hugely excited for Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh my God. Finally they did it. It's like, oh my God. But it's a game that I would get for my Switch too. Why? Because it has diminishing returns. It's an indie game. It's like after a point, it's maxed out. I'd be able to play it on my handheld and play whatever I want, and it doesn't look any much better anywhere else. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd be excited to have that as a handheld game. I love Final Fantasy Tactics to death. I am stoked for that. But that's Square Enix, you know what I mean? That's not Sony's game, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay. 007 First Light. Okay, I saw that. Now here's what I have to say about that. Those are the Hitman developers. They could actually make good games. So that game's going to be good. That's coming to Nintendo too as well. But I wouldn't get that game on the Switch too when I can play it on my PC max settings. That's where it's like, no, that's a no-brainer. Unless you're a handheld freak, you know, like yeah, I love my handheld experience. It's like okay. Neo 3. Okay, that caught me off guard. I didn't think that they were going to make Neo 3. So Sony actually has that. We know that's another game that's designed around the PlayStation system, but the thing is that it is not going to come to Xbox because Neo 1 and 2 never came to Xbox. This is where Microsoft has to get that Steam aspect in order for Xbox gamers only to get these type of experiences if they don't have a PC or they don't have a Switch 2, because games like this could possibly do that. I think Sony would open up for that just to increase their publishing, but this is going to be good. It looks good. I like this. So I was like, okay, yeah, you actually got an exclusive. Though it's kind of like, you know, once again, keeping it off of other platforms. But man, that's just the game that's kind of played here, man. Recently saw it with Space Marine. Now Sony's doing it again, and they did it with Neo 1 and Neo 2, but it's going to be PC though, so they're not closing out PC. And they didn't say PlayStation 5 day one only. PC is included day one. So that's actually positive. And what I mean by that is in the future, if you have that other model I was telling you about, you'd be able to get it on PC. So I think these developers are saying, we can't ignore PC. The market is too big now. So yeah, Neo 3 looks good. I'm stoked for that. I kind of wanted to come here because I have some games down there that I know I can scroll past. Luminous, that's cool. That's a PlayStation game. Project Defiant, that looks like it could be good. Sony has some stuff on that. Bloodstain, I'm getting that. I love my Castlevania games. So I'm like, oh man. Then they did some of the classics with RE3 and 2 and all of that. But other than that, man, they crazy deal right here. Just like with Spider-Man, right? They got it. God damn, man. Let's just go ahead and get this playing in the background. So my thing is, Capcom wasn't making another Marvel vs. Capcom game, right? We all knew this. I didn't expect Sony to go and try to get their own though, and they did it in a way where Smash Brothers is not dominating right now because it had a fall off. They're not making a new one at the moment because let me just do a background like this. Sakurai is working on Kirby Air Rider. She's been working on that for Nintendo Switch 2, the next gen one. That's coming out this year too, by the way. So there's going to be a lot of kart racers. So he's not working on Smash Brothers at the moment. Street Fighter's been out quite a while. Mortal Kombat 1's kind of having a die off. So Sony grabs something that can take over the scenes real quick. And they have rights to like Evo. And they got that new arcade stick that we just saw, right? So they're kind of trying to get some flair on that, and they used the Marvel IP and just the Marvel flair because that just has a lot of power in the industry where they can still make $1 billion off of movies where movies don't sell that much anymore. And they got the damn rights to that, man. And once again, they included PC day one, but they're telling Microsoft Basically that. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, it's weird. You can have a company beat you so bad, right, in hardware, and then you still say, "No, I'm still not putting anything over there." Not necessarily because of that, but because they feel like that you're not going to buy anything, that they would have to get a shit ton of money. And Microsoft's probably going to be like, man, if I want to get that on Game Pass, it's a Marvel IP. I'm going to have to pay out the ass for that. And it's Sony publishing. So does Microsoft want to do that, or does Sony want to comply? Guys, I'm thinking about this because this is literally the deal of the show. We're going to talk about some other stuff here too that's actually important. But that Marvel grab, again, just like they grabbed the Marvel Spider-Man, that thing sold like freaking 20-something million. This is what I mean by like Sony's money hiding is crazy. That's a huge deal. And they grabbed Arc System Works because they don't have to deal with the expense of Capcom. They already have Marvel rights for Spider-Man, right? So once again, you don't see this type of stuff coming. Like nobody saw that this was the money hat that was coming next. Like the big money hat. This is massive. It's a Marvel deal. And it's not just Spider-Man, it's all the other Marvel games. So they have their own damn Marvel versus Capcom now. But it's not by Sony in-house, but it's through PlayStation Studios getting that right to say, you're screwed, Microsoft. This is going straight to PC, though. And it may come to the Nintendo Switch, too, because I have a market in Japan. And Sony will sell on there because they know that's a market to sell on. And they're going to increase their marketing rights, like, massively. But other than that, like, I was disappointed because you teased me again with Ghost. But they're doing a deep dive. And I knew they were going to do, I knew they were going to do a Ghost of Yotei deep dive. I'm like, all right, you know what? All right, at least you're letting me know that. But I kind of saw that coming, so it kind of made sense. And they're playing their cards right. They're not blowing their hands all on one state of play. They know they have to play very carefully against Nintendo. You don't need to play carefully against Microsoft when you already beat them to hell. Microsoft could not worry them on any category. Definitely after grabbing Call of Duty and they saw that, oh, you still ain't selling? Then they're not threatened anymore, even by that anymore. So most of Sony's moves now is against Nintendo. Remember that now, y'all. So we need to see how they're going to adjust to certain things. It's pretty obvious. You drop a state of play before the Switch 2's midnight release. You do the price drop right in their window as well. You see what I'm saying? They're preparing. They're not being dumb because they know a part of their market share is about to be ate into. They're getting the Call of Duty rights now. And it has a 10-year contract with Microsoft, so they're putting that there every year. They're going to grab that market share, that third-party market share. It matters. Sony's worried about that, so they got to do whatever it takes. And now they're going to be competing, and they're kind of flashing their hand a little bit and showing you that they know Nintendo is serious this time. Definitely with that third-party focus that they're able to get now, so they're going to take them very serious. And they didn't drop the price. Like all these moves you see, they're being wise, but we know they're going to jack the price up. But getting back a little bit to talking a little bit more about the state of play, I would say it was enough for what they needed because they still got Summer Games Fest. We still got Wolverine gameplay. We still got Intergalactic gameplay. Naughty Dog has another IP as well. So you got the Venom gameplay also as well. So we know we got Venom, Wolverine, Intergalactic, Naughty Dog's other IP. You got what Sucker Punch or the Horizon devs are doing as well. Other than that, it was nice to not see Marathon show up because what are you going to do except bring bad news? Work on that. I don't know if you should release that this year. I think you guys should delay that. We saw no fair games because I think that that's going to be scrapped, and I think that that would be the wise idea. But I know people wanted to see gameplay of Intergalactic. We didn't get it, so Naughty Dog is probably waiting to the Game Awards. Unless Sony has some other showcase down in like September or October for themselves, but they got to save something for Gamescom and for this IP right here too, Pragmata. That's another Sony IP that looks like it could be good, but they got to save something for the Game Awards because that's a big reveal to boost your stuff in front of millions of people. We know how big that is. But yeah, this game looks like it could be good too. I'm keeping my eye open on this game. Pragmata, I like what I'm seeing with this. So, but like I said, if all these games are coming to PC, I'm just going to play them max on my PC. That's the thing. Unless I need to get it. So yeah, that was that game by Capcom that they were talking about. We see them getting reveal on that. But yeah, I think Resident Evil is going to be revealed at Summer Games Fest. What if Microsoft actually reveals it? Who knows? So we got their showcase coming up. So yeah, I think Microsoft's showcase may actually be better because they got their stuff together. Their first party is in line, and they may show more games. I was surprised to see that Sony didn't announce anything for Nintendo, or maybe they have to do that. Who knows? But I know Microsoft will be ready to do that. So we see their publishing is, better. Like I said, that Marvel game, that is a game that can sell 10 million damn copies. don't need the PC community to do it, but man, that's the bag of the show. That's why we had to talk about this. So yeah, I want you guys to let me know what you thought about this state of play. I didn't think it was amazing. I thought that they should have probably had a little bit, like at least two more first party games. Sony is, like I told people before, when it comes to PlayStation, mostly you think about third party and third party deals. And the biggest deal of the show was a money having third party deal, a Marvel game. I'm not interested in it because I'm not interested in playing a fighting game like that at the moment. I'm more interested in a lot of other games, but I know how big that deal is. I know there's going to be some people in the Xbox community that are probably mad about that. I don't blame you. But hell, what are you going to do about it unless you have a PC or you have a PlayStation, unless they come to the Nintendo and you're getting that? So, yeah, like I said, that's the deal of the show. Other than that, oh yeah, Silent Hill. Silent Hill looks great. That's coming out this year. So we got back-to-back years. And maybe if you're in the Xbox community, you'll be getting the Silent Hill that came out. And last year there was a time exclusive and that one. I don't think this one is a deal, only that other one. So yeah, cool stuff shown. Like I said, overall, it was a decent to solid show at times. It wasn't anything amazing. I didn't say that. But better than nothing. Not going to do anything against Nintendo, though. If that's what they thought, yeah, you're out of luck. Nothing you can do about that. They have too much hype. And yeah, but if you wanted to get this ahead of Xbox's showcase, sure, but I don't, I don't get it. Other than that, let me know what you guys think. Ponies, relax. Just telling the truth over here. I didn't say this was bad. I've been doing positive PlayStation content because there was something positive to talk about. We're not fully negative over here. That's off balance, like I said. But other than that, get ready for Nintendo to break the launch record tonight. We got haters on Twitter like Tripster every day projecting their insecurities. This is another interesting game I'm interested in by Suda51. Wanting Nintendo to do bad and trying to make them look negative because they're insecure and mad that Sony's about to lose market rights to Nintendo and NPDs and they're about to take over. It's all right, bro. You know what I mean? Get Sony's balls out of your mouth. You'll be all right. But yeah, cool guy right here. Funny dude. If you guys like No More Heroes and stuff like that, look out for this game. It looks like it could be decent to solid. He usually makes good games and has a good budget that he balances. But yeah, there's not much else to really talk about. I mean, what else do we want to see, right? Except what we know and what we don't know what's coming around the corner. Like, nobody saw the Marvel game coming, as I said. Nobody saw Neo 3 coming, but Neo 3 is nowhere near as big as the Marvel grab. And then Sony having their own Evo stick. They set it all up, you can tell. They want to take over those scenes and control that. But all right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. We're eating good. What a hell of a day, right? And then we got the Xbox game showcase after the Switch 2 launch. It's just non-stop in the gaming world. Later, y'all. Peace.